What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights to the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm and do not forget to subscribe, man. So welcome back to everybody. We are live again, man. We got some exciting things to talk about. It has gone on without saying, basically, y'all, it's time to talk about Solana. So obviously I've been checking out a few of these plays myself, but I think it's the time that we bring this to the channel just so, everyone can have the opportunity to learn about some of these new meme coins popping off on the Solana chain. Now, obviously, everything you see in this video is not financial advice. Again, everything you see in this video is not financial advice. I think 2024 and going beyond, we gotta, get a little more vocal with that because, we got a lot of new people coming into the crypto space and we want people to do their own due diligence, be responsible and wise with their investment choices, and understand that that final responsibility is placed on themselves. So again, not financial advice, but I'm gonna try to share things with y'all that have worked for me, things that have worked for other people in the space as well. So shout out to everybody for tapping in, man. We got Naya in the building, says staying down for the come up. Hey, it's always worth it. When you stay down for the come up, it always hits better than you just getting lucky. It's a difference when you happen to stumble upon something and you just got lucky just off the whim of it. But when you actually, had conviction in something and you stay down for it through the, the trials, the tribulations, the ups and the downs, it's a lot more rewarding feeling, when you finally see that pay off. So this stream we'll be talking about the Solana ecosystem and just a few of these new meme coins that are popping off. So as you're watching this, if there's a coin that you have already checked out and you want to basically bring it up on the channel, drop it in the comment section. We're gonna be talking about a few different projects. So I got a few projects on my list I want to talk about and also in a sense review with y'all for the first time with the community. And remember, none of these coins are financial advice. It's just what I want to share with you, maybe projects that are hot right now that potentially may have some potential to run in the near future. So let's start off looking at the overall crypto market. But right now we got overall market sitting at a $1.61 trillion market cap, up 3.23% from where we were sitting yesterday. Right now, the fear and greed index is at a 55. Let's share my screen real quick so y'all can follow along. So right now we can see 1.61 trillion, 3.23% increase over the last day. We got U.S. government to auction top community article. U.S. government to auction $117 million in confiscated Bitcoin from the Silk Road case. Well, that's a lot of Bitcoin that might be sold off in the near future. So Celsius is preparing to repay its creditors as the crypto lender says 1 billion in ETH to various centralized exchanges. So those are some of the top news stories from Coin Market Cap. Again, like I mentioned, fear and greed index at a 55. So, you got to pay attention to the reset that's taking place, y'all. Notice how things were pumping up. We seen a fear and greed index over, 84, 83, 84, 85, 86. Now we seen it pull all the way back. This tells us this is the cool off period. This is when prices are retracing. So don't fear in a time like this. Now, if we seen prices, tumbling while the fear and greed index was still, high, or it basically showing that, people are oversold or either very far in this, not oversold, but people are just likely ready to start locking in some profits. The more we see this dot move to the green side, the higher and higher the greed goes. That means, it's usually late for people that are just coming in because as you buy in, most people are already loaded up and they're going to begin to sell. So as this cools off, we like to see that, especially as we keep a decent, overall crypto market cap like around 1.61 trillion. Now, the further this number goes over here to the left, that's the more fearful people become. That's when people are, less likely to buy new assets or, they're just afraid of what might happen to what they're holding already. They might begin to panic more around this range. But it's good to usually, look at your favorite assets, and buy. Generally, it's best to buy when people are the most fearful. But when we're seeing an overall market like this move in a bullish, it's giving us the bullish vibes right now. We can't just count on things to go all the way back down. Of course, anything can happen in crypto, but it's likely not going to, this is likely our natural level where we'll be sitting at, where we'll pull back to, for the brief period of time. Now, I did do a little technical analysis on Bitcoin recently, and it did show us maybe that low area on Bitcoin is around 37,000. So if you do see things pull down to around that 37,000 range, or you can, possibly incorporate that into your data, knowing that that's where a strong area of support is, right around, I think it was around the mid or high 37,000 range. So maybe 37,500, 30,000, or 37,700 range, something like that. So, or 37,700 range, excuse me. So in case I confuse anybody, but if we see that happening, you see it fall around that range, as long as it can hold in that level, then it's likely to continue to moving up. But right now, I don't, I think the market is a little too bullish to pull all the way back down to that range. But it is interesting to see how things play out. I love every time we get a new cycle, a new rally coming in, because I like to analyze, from what we expected to happen, like with the Bitcoin ETFs. To be honest, I thought that catalyst alone will push prices. Now, obviously, we were rallying before it with the speculation, and this is what becomes clear to us as as that time passes. We would think that prices will go a lot higher, but we could see that rally that we were seeing all the way from what, like 26K to up to where we seen 48,000. That was the movement from the expectation, or and it could be a mix of the Bitcoin halving as well as Bitcoin ETFs, possibly being accepted, which we seen that happen. But this is what usually takes place, something called buy the rumor, sell the news. People who already understand, how these things play out, they're going to buy it early on before everybody is convinced about it. That's when they're going to pick it up. So that way they can, take advantage of the movement to the upside. So right now, notice when you look at CoinMarketCap too, it gives you a few, hints of what's trending or what's hot right now. And you can see this right here. We got cryptocurrencies categories, and we got right here, top thing that's hot is the Solana ecosystem. So this is why we really want to pay attention to what's going on over there in Solana. So without further ado, let's get into this real quick. We do a recap of prices. Bitcoin 42,328 for the day. Ethereum at 2,271. We got BNB at 306, and then Solana at number 5. Solana sitting at number 5 by market cap at $97.91. We've seen Solana go a fair amount higher than this. It's actually up 9.6% in the last 7 days, but it's still down 3.5% from the year. So we can see there was some pullback on Solana. Usually when things are just jumping off, you don't want to be and you're hearing about it and you're late to the party, you don't want to jump in at that time. You usually want to wait till it cools off, and then you want to, slowly begin to average into your position just in case it pulls back even further. So right now with Solana being number 5, we know, and it moving from what? Solana was like probably in the top 20, but seeing it move up to this level, this tells us that the Solana chain is on fire. Likely when the Solana chain is on fire, the meme coins created on top of that chain are going to do well also. Normally it's something called sympathy. So if the chain itself is doing well, like for instance, if Ethereum begins to really take off and do well, likely shibainu can receive sympathy from that. And the same thing with other meme coins that are built on top of the Solana ecosystem. So we got XRP at 52 cents. We'll come back to Solana and its chain in a moment. We got ADA sitting at 49 cents. We got AVAX at $35.41. We got Doge at 7 cents. We got Tron at 11 cents. DOT at $6.93. We got Link at $14.72. We got Matic at 79 cents. Timecoin at $2.13. ICP sitting at $12.48. ICP is one of those sleeper ones too that I think, y'all should pay attention to. Again, nothing in this video is financial advice, but, keep an eye on that one. And then we got Shiba Inu dropping down to 18th place by market cap. We are seeing 5 zeros, 9066 at the moment, with SHIB down 12.33% on the year. Now, I think SHIB is one of those ones that is in an accumulation, stage where it's good to, not go too crazy, because obviously we've been seeing it fluctuate between that 8,000 something points per coin up into, high nines. So, just averaging in around this level, maybe whatever your schedule may be, once a week, twice a week, whatever it is, continue to just dollar cost average. And then when things begin to pick up, you're going to easily see those gains from it. So also Litecoin, $68.14, and then we got BCH, Bitcoin Cash, at 20th place by market cap, sitting at 238. So now let's take a look at the Solana ecosystem. So here we can see, what projects are, doing the best built on top of Solana. So we got USDT, we got Solana, Link, we got Render, The Graph, Helium, Bonk, Python Network, we got Arweave, Terra Classic, GMT, Radium, Dog with Hat. So this is another one that's really hot right now. $54 million market cap, up 100% year to date. We're going to get into a few more of the Solana memes, but I just want to show y'all some of those top maybe blue chips, you know, to meme type tokens on the ecosystem. So we got Gito. And remember, this purpose of this live stream is just to, you know, be the introduction to a lot of people who might not be familiar with the Solana ecosystem. So that way you can, you know, take advantage of some of these plays or just do your due diligence later on and, you know, start to find out more about the Solana ecosystem. So again, Band Protocol, we got Audius, we got Coin98, we got Covalent, we got Marlin, Myro. This is another hot one that I will be doing a review on the channel coming very, very soon, probably even later on tonight. A lot of people have been asking to get this one up on the channel. They are up 545% on the year. Now, usually, you know, we don't like to chase, you know, different projects, but this one is having a nice pullback right now, down almost 19.5% on the day and down 34% on the week. That is a major, major discount, especially if this Myro continues to move. And with the hype that has been seeing, the community I'm seeing build around it, it's looking like it definitely has some potential. So this is one that is on my list that we will be talking about on the meme side of things. So Hive Mapper, which is Honey Ticker, 18 cents, Hashflow, Neon EV, Civic, Solend, Star Atlas DAO, High Street, Metaplex, Aleph, Star Atlas, Marinade, Staked, Ren, Ken, Dia, Zebic, Frontier, Samoyed Coin, Leverify. So I just want to get some of these names out there so you're familiar with it. So you could just, you know, you heard it. So Solanium, I mean, Percy, Ramp, Aurori, Decimated, Mango, Serum, DeFi Land, Pip, Genopets. So these are just a few names. And notice how a lot of these ones up here in the top Solana coins, they're, you know, within that top, we could say top 500 coins. You know, really we see a few up here above top 300. So we got Myro, top 300 coin, Marlin, Covalent, Coin98, Audius. These are all top 300, you know, coins that are, you know, generally smaller cap. And I think that's very important to have some smaller cap plays a part of your portfolio. You want to have some small caps, you know, the Vegas Inu tokens, you know, obviously check the links in the description section. We got a lot of information on that project right there that we're working on. You want to have the mid caps, you know, projects similar to, you know, the Volt Enus, you know, projects that are just, you know, at a much higher, but not that large market cap level. And then you also want to have some of those large cap projects. And you want to have these in different areas too. You know, you can have large caps, mid caps, small caps on Solana. You can have them on ETH. You know, you can have them on BNB. You know, you can play around with it so that way you give yourself some opportunity to cover different chains just in case something pops off over there. So let's go over to, if you want to find the hottest Solana projects that are trending at the moment, you want to jump over to Dex Tools. This is one way to do it. So once you go to Dex Tools, you can usually, you know, you'll start off in the Ethereum, I believe, on the Ethereum chain. But what you can do is click where it says Ethereum up here, and you could change the chain. They got the BNB chain, Solana chain, Arbitrum. This is another chain. They got Pulse, you know, Shibarium, Polygon. These, we'll be checking out some more chains as well, because not only is the Ethereum and BNB chains, you know, where you can possibly see some really nice gains, these other chains that are smaller, you can potentially see a lot of wins also because the chain is newer, less people know about it. So it means you get, you know, an earlier position than, you know, once the majority starts to chase that project. So let's see. We're on the Solana chain right now. So the number one trending right now is GameStop, which is ticker GME. We got right now, let's see, 358K in liquidity, $28 million in volume. See, this is the types of positions or plays that we like to see. You know, when there's volume going that crazy, that shows a lot of people are very, very interested in it. And also, you know, one thing we could take a look at as well is, you know, when you see projects like this taking off, these are usually shorter term plays, but you can still make some decent money off of it if you catch those dips. So let's say you see a project like this running, you know, so you see it going up, The people who are gonna really knock it out the park are the ones that when they catch it flashing down, when they catch that flash crash, or they catch that deep discount, that deep pullback, the people who are confident in this range are usually the ones who are going to win. So when you see assets that you think have potential, don't be afraid when you see them pull back like this. Jump on it, because that's what's going to get you a quick gain. Now, this is not financial advice. I know it's kind of loose to say that, but just being honest, you're better off, buying a dip on something than waiting to buy it, up here in this range because you see it, going up. And you're, speculating on how much further could you go up. You would rather see where it, makes a resistance point at. Sometimes that's what I like to do. Like, wait till you see that resistance point, and then when you start to see that downtrend from that high, you start to see that downtrend, you buy it in that downtrend. So obviously we seen right here, after it dumped off, after it broke off right here and it started to trade down, we can see this was when it started a nice pullback. So we're on a 1 hour time frame right here. So each one of these candles represent 1 hour in price action. So let's say you are following this closely. You got a list of different projects that you're following that's popping off right now, because this one only started on January 27th. So this one just launched today. So let's say you're one of the people, you're seeing it launch, you're seeing the momentum, $14 million or $28 million in volume in the first 24 hours, and it hasn't even been a full day, and you're paying attention. You see this run up it does. Once you start to catch that pullback, that's when you want to start throwing money at it, if you didn't already get in, in these earlier dips or at the beginning. So this is a smart way to go about this. You let it run up, see where it hit resistance, you wait for it to pull back, and it could be at any level. Like as we see right here with these three candles, we could have started to speculate around this range. So once we seen it break this support level, we could have knew buys in this range. Now, obviously, you're being risky and you're speculating that it will go back up. But buys in this range, could have told us like, okay, we're getting a discount. And, it continued to drop during this hour. It continued to pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. So had you been throwing, just a few bucks at this at any of these points, after it flipped back green, you would have already been in profit. Let's see what that percentage increase was from that dip. So that's approximately, y'all, from this pullback, that's approximately 686% that it went back up from the low of this pullback here. This is why you want to find those pullbacks. Real quick, I want to say shout out to everybody that pulled up on us in the stream, man, real quick. Drop a comment if there's a project you want us to check out on the stream, something on the Solana chain that you think is really hot right now. We definitely will check it out. Stand down for the come up. Shout out to Naya. Retool TV said waited to buy everything in mid-Feb. Green light good for the eyes. Facts. Shout out to Yerma. And that's another thing too, y'all. Also remember, when you do buy these dips, don't just put everything on it, because prices could pull back further. Like I got sidetracked earlier when I was saying this. It's interesting to see how the market cycles play out. What tricks happen? How do they shake us around? How do they sneak it under our noses? How do they throw everybody off? Because remember, it's not going to just be a straight staircase straight on up, or straight elevator on up. You rather see these prices kind of staircase themselves their ways up, because take a look at this one, for instance. It's kind of staircasing itself up. It did pull back, but it was able to recover because it did build some healthy, supports along the way. It allowed people to, see some gains, lock in some profits, see some gains, lock in some profits, see some gains, lock in some profits. So now when earlier investors, that locked in some profits can see the price pull back at this level, they're okay to jump back in and, take that ride back up. Especially when they, seeing what happened already within the first, 24 hours. So already sitting at an $8.38 million market cap. That's very good for a new project like this. Liquidity is at over 300K right now. That's decent. The liquidity isn't locked though, so that's one thing you want to pay attention to. So it doesn't mean necessarily anything bad can happen, but you want to just keep that in mind. But take a look at it. It's flipping. Yeah, this one's moving a lot right now. It's a lot of action on this one. That's what you want to see. So just reminding you. Don't be afraid of those pullbacks. The market makers, the powers that be, They don't want everyone to have an easy journey. They want to cause some fear across the board. So they're going to do some scary things that might convince people that, hey, the fun is over with, the ride is done. But I don't believe that is the case. I think we're just barely getting started right now with this bull run that we're seeing. Chris92277 says XRP is going to be the biggest. Do your own research. I'm bullish on XRP. Shout out to PAP Visions. Hey, PAP, shout out to you. I need you to DM me today on Twitter if you already haven't. I need you to send me that wallet address. I'm not sure if you have already. I got to check. I got a few messages, but anybody that has won one of the vid competitions or, waiting for a payout, I need y'all to make sure you DM me today on Twitter at DecemberDeMarco, and I'm gonna get y'all taken care of. Shout out to her holding it down. Said, what's up, December and the High Rollers. Also, major shout out to my high roller community, man. We just booked our first artist. We're doing a lot of, behind the scenes work that, is taking place to, just kind of build going out instead of just up right now. We want to establish some partnerships. We want to get the word out about us. We want people to, learn more about us and understand what's going on. We want to talk to, certain people and see what's possible, with VIT as well as we move into the future. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. But we do got a few surprises coming out. We got some content dropping for the community on the event. Some super dope content y'all will be seeing soon. If you're not on my Instagram, then you probably haven't seen anything from it yet. But the Twitter community will be YouTube community will be catching some of that as well. So shout out to Yerman, says everyone please like, share, and subscribe. How to snow in ETH chain. I'm not sure what that it means. Shout out to Pac-Man Kales, man. Salute to bro, one of the people that reached out to me as well and was like, bro, that Solana chain going crazy. What's going on right now? So, we got to get the content out to the people. Ruben says Ribbit. That's going to be one I'm going to write down. We'll check that one out as well. T Will says, did you already talk about when? No, did not. As long as that was on the Solana chain, we will talk about it. Oh yeah, that one is on the Solana chain. That was on my watch list. But shout out to T Will, Hyro. Do I got Hyro on my list? Okay, I don't got Hyro on the list. I'm writing that one down. Let me see if it's on my watch list. Okay, no, it's not. So I just wrote Hyro down. We got Bonk on there. Shout out to PD, man. Salute. A real one holding it down on the front lines. Pac-Man says Solana stock exchange coin. What is the ticker for that one, bro? Jimmy says let's go. Coming from SJ Cali. What's SJ in Cali? Shout out to Jimmy though. Let's go, Sheep Army. Jimmy said Bonk definitely. Okay, so we got a few on the list. So a few on my watch list that just are trending right now today. I want to show y'all. So right now we're seeing another pullback with GME. We are seeing a pullback take place as we speak. So am I saying, you just need to buy it at this level? Not necessarily. Let's see where. So we are below that support level. So if you wanted to throw something at it, I wouldn't be mad at you for that. But you got to understand the risk of, meme coins. Things can go to zero. Things can go to $1 billion market cap. Now this one is doing so well in volume that I think this one will rebound. So if you wanted to throw a piece of change at this one here, I think that would be, a cool risk. So right now I pull back to that 0010 or 1,000 points per coin. We just seen it at 12 points per coin, basically, or 1,200 points per coin. So check this one out, throw it on your watch list. Let's see, we also got Emmy. So Emmy, $2.3 million in volume in the last 24 hours, just launched. This one is today as well. So already up 23,000%. Now, obviously, that's, absolutely crazy. Shout out to those who caught early and got in on this one in the beginning. But, we're already seeing a nice little pullback that took place. We did see a support form right here. People started to buy in again. But we're going to, keep an eye on this one. It's on our watch list. We're going to determine, is that momentum continuing or does it taper off? So, if we see it step outside of this trend line here, it's likely to continue that run. And it could pull back even further as well. So don't think just if you start to see it pull back that that means it's over with. This is only the first day for this project. So also I want y'all to let me know in the chat if there's one that you want me to specifically do a review on the channel on. We will get that up on the channel also. So this one, 57,000 in liquidity. We got market cap 487K, so almost $500,000 market cap. Let's see. Just created 10 billion supply. So I'm not sure what the narrative behind this one is or the story behind it, but this one is doing really well today. So then we got again another one with dog with hat, which ticker symbol WIF. This is another one that was one of the top trending for today. Now let's see when this one was started. So this one started around November. Take a look at this. This is why you got to have conviction and stay down for the come up. When you see something flatlining, something that's, on that pullback with a solid community, those are one of the best plays you could take a part of, because once it's done doing the flatlining or pulling back, so we seen the flatline here start to pick up a little bit and it pulled back. But after that, we seen this just go absolutely crazy. Let's take a look from, around this range. And this is a rough measurement too. So up almost 60,000% from this pullback here. So from those who bought this when this was flatlining, they got basically a 60x. So if you would have put basically 1,000, that 1,000 would have been 60,000. You would have put, $100, that would have basically been what, like 6,000. So I think that's a 60x. Yeah, that's 6,000. So this is why you want to buy it when it's flatlining. You want to buy it when it's pulling back. Don't wait and chase when it's pumping, because then you're likely to see it pull back on you. But these ones I'm putting on y'all desk right now. This is just for y'all to, throw it on your watch list, pay attention, do your due diligence, do your technical analysis on it. And then we got S&P 500, or the ticker SPX, on Solana. So take a look here. This one right here just dropped. So this one just dropped today, y'all. Just dropped today. Oh, actually, so some of those were from yesterday, the 27th. So some of those are just a day old, but this one launched today. And take a look at this pullback. So we got this one up already 19,500% on the day, y'all. That's what it's saying right here. Let's see. Let's refresh this just to make sure, because that's kind of crazy. 19,000, basically what we said. Okay, so this is why we would want to pay attention to this one. We got $3.6 million in volume in the last 24 hours. You got to pay attention to that. When it's that much volume taking place, that there's some money over there. So let's look at where we've seen the support. We're just gonna throw our first support where we see. So we know that we found major support in this area. It could potentially pull all the way back down here, but it's better than buying it when it was up in this range. Imagine all the people that bought in this green candle, and now it pulled back to this range. This is why you want to take advantage of these pullbacks. So we see a nice dip here. Nice pullback, following this trend going down. But guess what? When it breaks outside of this, when people, because this one just dropped today, so when more people hear about this, get excited, and possibly rallies again tomorrow, remember, you had the opportunity to check it out down here in this range. If you want to throw a few bucks at it at this level, wouldn't be mad at you. Remember, we just seen one Solana investor, put like $62 on one of these meme coins and end up making like 2.3 million from $62. So you don't have to throw, a lot at it. You don't have to break the bank especially when it's a new chain like this, a new coin. It's good to have more money in it, because the more money you have, when it really does take off, the bigger you'll be rewarded. But if you're somebody who's like, man, I don't got a lot of money to risk, I don't have, I can't really, be too risky, throw a little something at it. Remember, this is not financial advice. There is some risk associated with it. You could lose the whole $5 you put in if that's what you decide to put in. So keep that in mind. But I would just, like y'all to do y'all due diligence and, not be unaware or just ignorant of what's taking place on other chains. Don't think it's all Ethereum. Don't think it's all BNB. Obviously, those are, more OG chains, stronger chains, but these newer ones got the chance too. So this one is WIN. This one has $150 million market cap with 487K in liquidity, 5.75 million in volume in the last 24 hours, a 1 trillion token supply, and this one was created around the 26th. So about 2 days old. So this one right here, remember I told y'all about those flat lines. So yeah, the first day it did, it did what it did, first few hours, first 3 hours, it started to, move and then really flatline here. Now, this is obviously one you want to do your due diligence on. I don't see a website or a Twitter page for this one, just a contract address. So you really want to be careful. But I'm sure there has to be, to be doing $5 million in volume, I'm sure there's some community around this one. But just to see it flatlining like this, y'all, is absolutely crazy. So we seen this one go, this is wild, y'all. This one looks like it went up to $3,739 per token. And right now it's sitting under 0.0001. So 3 zeros and a 1. So if this one was to take back off at any, in any shape or form, if it was to get back in the, dollars, right, like you see, look at these, what we have right here. Like they're measuring it at 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, because that's how high the price went at one point. So if you're, if you're buying at this level, and even if it jumps back up to $20, which it was almost at 4,000, you're gonna make an absolute killing. So this is, I want y'all to pay attention to projects like this. It doesn't look too good right now, but you never know. Do your due diligence, check it out. Don't just write it off completely, because it's flatlining right now. I was just telling you how, some of those projects that are flatlining, can really have the best gains when it comes to, future. So let's see. So that one is win. Throw that one on your watch list. And then we got Honk. This is one that I hear a lot about lately. So let's see. This one was, it looks like, created around January 19th. Or no, January 12th. So January 12th. So not about 2 weeks old, 2.5 weeks old right now. So look what happens when you join early into certain projects. Now, this isn't going to happen all the time. So, you got to be cautious, but this is what happens. Look at this project. When it first went on, nothing too major took place, but then it went to another level, started to pull back before going off into, trying to get to the moon. But from this level here, we just go from here to all-time high. We see that's 13,000% right there. This is why you do not be afraid of buying when you see it flat, buying when you're seeing it down, because once it turns, you're going to wish that you would have had a position at that level. So this is another one right now, 582K in volume, $15.8 million market cap. We got $2.4 million in volume in the last 24 hours. Anytime you see millions of dollars in volume in a 24-hour period, that means there's a lot of money flowing through that project, and you at least probably want to check it out. So now it could be too late, if you're already if you've already missed the bus, but at the same time, you could still check it out, learn what you can learn from it, check out the community, check out the team, see what the project is looking to accomplish, and then determine if you still just want to throw something at it anyway. Because let's say you do feel you're late to the party, it won't hurt to throw, $50 at it, depending on, what level you're at. Because that $50, who knows, could possibly turn to 5K. It's not a lot, but that's still, just for you participating, that's a good reward. So that's Honk. I think I'll be reviewing this one actually on the channel. Let me know too in the comments again which ones y'all really want me to bring to the channel. And then we got another GME. So this one is GME called Dumb Money. Now this one has $6.7 million in volume in the last 24 hours. Now, to be honest, this is one that looks really, really interesting when it comes to purchasing. So as you can see, this is one we let's go down a 15-minute chart. So this is one that I was checking out at a lower level. So you can see around so this one is up around $3,400% from where we first started marking. And this one I think has some decent potential. Granted, liquidity is only 57K. It's not locked right now. Market cap 272K, but $6.7 million in volume. That's something that you don't want to ignore. This thing can quickly turn around and pump. And remember, like I said, you don't want to be afraid just because it's in the negative, you know, or not in the negative, but just because it's in the red, that, you know, or you see a pullback taking place, because it's technically not in the red. It's still up like 18,000% on the day. But, you know, it's better, just because you didn't buy it up here doesn't mean that, you know, it's all over for this one. So this one is pulling back. It's looking like it's losing, you know, sell-off pressure. So, you know, throwing a little something, you know, a couple, 5, 10, 20, 50 bucks at this level would not hurt. Now, obviously, it's not financial advice. You got to do your own due diligence and all that good stuff. But let's see. Shout out to Anthony Coleman, said 216 Cleveland, Sheeb Army in the house. Salute. Pac-Man said Wall Street. Let me throw that on the list as well. Let me know if it's one that y'all want to review on the channel live. PAP Vision says, I sent it in TG, but I will resend it there. Did you? Yes, please send it on Twitter. It's a little easier for me on Twitter because I don't know if y'all know, but Telegram is like really wild on the development side of things, or when you're a developer, because so many people reach out to you like every day with stuff. It's like sometimes messages get drowned out, but Twitter is a little more just conservative, I'll say. But thank you, PAP. I got you. Dead Presidents ENT said, I new here. Shout out to Dead Presidents ENT and all the new investors, you know, coming into the crypto market in 2024. You know, welcome. Hope y'all learn a lot. Hope you make a lot of money. You know, always remember, do your due diligence. You know, learn from, you know, people that already been in the space. Also, don't just do buy anything that you hear of. You know, actually do your due diligence on it. Make sure the community is rocking with it. Make sure the team is solid. You know, make sure they have something that you truly like about the project. And then, you know, when you do decide to buy something, still be wise about how much you put on it at one time. Yes, you can load up and try to hit a home run. That's for the straight DJs. Now, I gotta, you know, I'm a DJ at heart as well, but I like to still talk responsibly for those that are, you know, just coming in, because I am an educator as well. So I want people to, you know, be wise. Don't mess up your money by, you know, throwing your whole 15K, 20K, all at something at one time, trying to hope that you get lucky. Yeah, you might, but there's too much risk associated, you know, with the downside to do that. So, you know, dollar cost average into positions and just be wise. You know, you can put as much money you want into a project, but do it over a period of time, so that way you take advantage of different price levels. Now, if you know what you're doing to a different extent, and you know that this is the bottom, this is, you know, the full support, then okay. Some of y'all know a little bit more. You can, you know, go a little heavier, because, you know, I'm one of those people that, you know, when I do see my supports and, you know, where I think is the furthest that it may pull back, I am one of those people that will go a little heavy on that dip, because I know what's likely to take place after that. But I'm only doing that, I'm not chasing doing that, I'm doing that buying in the red. So, you know, keep that in mind. Now, right now it's moving. So like I told y'all, if you wanted to throw a little something at it, it looks like it might have found a local bottom. Is that guaranteed? No. But right around that range, you know, it's looking decent. Even if it trades back up to this mid Bollinger Band and gets back to 0.005 cent, you're basically a little over double your money. So, you know, connect the dots on that. Even if you would have got in a little earlier, you would have still, you know, made even more money. Like when we first started talking about it, because it's moving right now. Now it's up 19,000%. We were first talking about this up 17,000%. So this is really, really moving right now. So let's see. Let's see. We got a few on the list. Let's see if anything pop back up in the top trending. Honk MEGME with BSO. Let's see what this one is. So $10 million in volume in the last 24 hours. So look at this, y'all. Solana chain going absolutely crazy. And this is a project that has been around for, looks like the pool was created February 21st, 2023. So this one isn't new. This is one that just was waiting for its time. You know, waiting for its time to shine. That's what, you know, looks like it's happening right now. Let's see. Is it up or is it down from all-time highs or near? Okay, so look at this one. So those, it took over a year. It took over a year, all the way until basically around the end of last year for this to really start, you know, moving. Really around October. Anybody that, you know, was in around October, they were probably feeling a little disappointed. But the crazy thing is, had they stayed down for the come up. So from October, it's a rough estimate. It's up over 649%. Now, is that, you know, the biggest gains in the world? No, but that's still solid money. This is why you want to be when when you have a strong conviction about something, don't just jump around. Don't just, feel afraid because other people aren't as bullish or optimistic on it no more. If you have your confidence, you better stay down for the come up. It usually can pay off. Now remember, it's not financial advice again. But Jimmy says that's San Jose, California. Okay, shout out to the whole San Jose, man. Dead President says, brother, you look like someone I can trust, man. Salute. Hey, I try to be someone y'all can trust, but even with that being said, you still do your own due diligence. You're new to the space. Don't just go off if a person looks like you can trust them. Go back, look at their history, see what they've been talking about, tap in with some of their community members, join some of the communities and groups that they're a part of, and get an actual feel. Don't just go off looks, because you never know. There's some, you got to learn that there's a lot of, as a crypto influencer, there's a lot of, projects that will reach out to people, to get, paid promotions and things like that. And some people, simply getting paid by a project can be enough to say, hey, this project is good. Now, luckily over here on this channel, we don't do that. I always talk to projects. If they ask me to, for a sponsored review, I try to let them know, like, hey, understand that you could possibly not like what I have to say about your project. You can't pay me to say good things about your project. You can pay me to be real about it. You can pay me to say what I think about it, but that's as far as it goes. You can't say, hey, can you say this? Or once you see the review, like, hey, we didn't like this because you didn't like, no, that's not how it goes. Now, some people are like that. Some people have that integrity where, they do value their brands, their, their communities, but you got to understand not everyone does that. So don't just go off of looks, bro. But I appreciate you joining the fam, man. Welcome to the DD Nation. Get acquainted with some of the people in our community. We got some real solid ones over here that have been rocking with me for a few years now. So, you'll start to see like people like PD right here. If you most likely see one of these icons next to their name that says they're a channel member, these are some of the OGs to the channel right here pretty much. But PD says, I bought Solana at 593. So how high do you think Solana can go? Man, bro. We got to give a round of applause to PD, man. PD is one of those people that's really in the game, really, taking advantage of the information that he learns and really putting it to use. And it's paying off for him, and I love to see it. But Solana, bro, I think Solana is, Solana can get to the moon. Let's take a look. Let's go over, check out Solana. Now, this is just a rough TA, a quick rough TA, technical analysis, if we notice anything, any significant areas in the charts. So obviously we've seen Solana before at 260. So right off the bat, I'll tell you, I believe Solana can go back. I always believe, not every project, but I always believe a solid project can always reach its all-time high or surpass its all-time high. So easily I could say Solana could go to 260, bro. Once you get into that range of price discovery, it's a little hard to say. But, I could easily see one day Solana being $1,000, token. Think about it. It's still very early in crypto, still very new. Let's see, if Solana was at $1,000, what market cap would that be at? So right now it's at a $42 billion market cap. So it would have to 10x approximately, give or take a little bit. It'll approximately have to 10x to get to, what was that we were just looking at? My bad. Okay, so in order for it to get to $1,000 per token, so right now let's just round Solana up to $100 right now per token. So if it was $100 per token, that's about a 10x before it's at 1,000 per token. So we basically have to multiply the overall market cap by 10. So 42 billion times 10 will be 420 billion. So that put us around like ETH's market cap, I think. Okay, so not even ETH is at that market cap right now. So I do remember seeing ETH at around $400 million or billion-dollar market cap before though. But right now we got Bitcoin at 828 billion. So basically Solana would have to move into a top 3 coin, which I easily seeing it being able to do, especially with all the good we're seeing with it right now. We would have to see Solana become a top basically 3 token in order for it to reach that 1,000 range. But I do think that's possible for Solana. Because think about it, $420 billion market cap. We've seen Bitcoin get over a $1 trillion market cap itself before. We've seen Ethereum over a $400 million market cap before. I believe even BNB at one point, possibly. Maybe not BNB, but I know ETH and I know ETH has, let me see what BNB all-time high market cap was. So BNB's price all-time high was $686, recorded May 10th, 2021. So it's not telling us the all-time high market cap though. But let's just say that's around double from where it's at right now. So that would have put BNB somewhere around $100 billion market cap. I can see that. But I'm really, really bullish on Solana, bro, to be honest. Solana has a lot of potential. So be so popping off right now. Throw this one on the watch list. And you know, with these ones that pop off like that, what I do if I was late to the party, I just simply wait for that pullback. See, look at the people who waited for the pullback right here, and they seen this pullback. Never chase, y'all. The people that seen that pullback and they threw a little something right there, those people are happy that they did. Now, of course, that's not ridiculous gains, but it's just cool to see, you know, when you buy into something, that's up 21% from, you know, from that pullback. It's better to see that you just bought something and it's going up versus you just bought something and it starts dropping right away. This is why it's important to understand some format of technical analysis. Do you have to be a top technical trader? No, you don't. But you still want to understand what it means. You know, what does support mean? What does resistance mean? What do the red candles mean? What do green candles mean? What do the time frames mean? You want to understand that, you know, and I think very much, at least two indicators you should be using is RSI, and which is the relative strength index. Lets you know if an asset is overbought or oversold. And you can use that to, you know, kind of determine what's likely to happen next or in the near future from, you know, with a price. And then also one of my favorites is the Bollinger Bands. So that one lets you know if the asset is becoming expensive or cheap for the price it's at. And it's also giving you some guidance into where, you know, people could begin to sell, where people could begin to buy the asset as well. So get familiar with those two indicators if you're brand new. And then as you know, go on, you can start to layer different indicators on top or add new ones in and go how, you know, you see suitable. So let's see. So right now we see these top trending coins switching up in we see these top coins switching up in Ethereum right now, or not Ethereum, but Solana. So right now, look at this. Look at this taking place with this one. So we see the volume going crazy on this one, almost 840 some thousand. So we see the transactions going back to back to back to back, which is what we want to see. So right now we see a major sell-off. So the people that are throwing green right now at this pullback, they're most likely, okay, so it was just in the red. So it popped, it switched, it flipped very, very quick. So this is the day. Let's move down to that 15 minute. So this one has only been out around an hour or two. So let me see. 1 hour. So this one has only been out almost 2 hours right now. So if you're tracking this one, I'm gonna throw this one on the watch list, and this one is called Ugandan Knuckle, ticker Dawe. Now, obviously, this is pure speculation. This is DGen activity, but to you know, just trying to get y'all to pay attention that, you know, this project is very, very new, not even 2 hours old yet. So if you see a quick flash down on this, because most likely in this beginning area, we're gonna see a lot of people jumping in, people taking some profits. But if you see a quick flash down on this one, throw something at it and just see what happens. Not financial advice, not telling you to do it. I can't tell you to buy, sell, hold, transfer, trade, do any of that, burn any of that. But, you know, it wouldn't hurt to test it out on some of these new projects that are just launching on a hot chain right now. So let me know in the comment section if you're one of the people that are going to do this. I want to see. So right now we see 8 zeros. We're going to take a picture of this price. 8 zeros, 3794. So 8 zeros, 3794. It's up to 8 zeros, 4453 now. So already you will be in profit. Already. Now it's bouncing around, but we are looking for that. Instead of chasing it, we're waiting for the price to come to us. So this is what we would like to do. If we're being technical about it, it's two ways you can go. You could be a technical trader. You could look at these previous resistance points. You could look at these two areas here, and you could say when price comes down to this range, that's when I'll throw something. Or if it flashes down further, you can say that's when I'll throw something. Or if you just see a significant enough discount, you know, taking place. Now, remember, this is the first day this project just popped off. So it's still very, very early on this one. It's very young. You know, anything can happen. So, you know, use your wisdom, use your, you know, things that you learn to be, you know, just to be smart about it, y'all. That's all. Don't go put the house on it. Don't go putting, you know, the mortgage money, the rent money, the light money, the bill money. Don't go put any of that money on any of these assets. Put lunch money until you know what you're doing more. If you're one of these people that know what you're doing, then obviously you could put a few K here, a few K there, because obviously you built up to that point. But if you're somebody who's just getting started, you need to, you know, take it and take baby steps, you know, small bite-sized pieces for right now until you start to develop, you know, a system and you know that, okay, I understand how this system works. I understand how this goes, and this is how I'm gonna go about it. So this one is looking like it wants to really take off right now, y'all. But I just hate to chase. So what we're gonna do is let this one do what it do. So we see the resistance points it had. We're gonna see it might break out of this resistance, and then we might see a quick flash, you know, sail down to one of these areas here. So we got this one on the watch list. Somebody keep me updated if y'all you know, participating in this. Also let me know if you will be jumping in on this one. But keep me updated in case I get sidetracked, and let me know like, hey, this one is moving this way or it's going that way. This one is called Ugandan Knuckles Dawe, DAWAE is the ticker symbol. So let's see, a lot of different ones in and out. Jito Soul staked. This one is from 2023, February 21st. BSO OOTC just launched today. A lot of fire that just launched today, y'all. Watch for those ones that launched today and watch for their pullbacks. Because you can see, you know, they're doing millions of dollars in volume on the first day. That means the next day people might like, it might only, you know, it's not guaranteeing it's going to do $1 million in volume or more, but people are likely to still be excited about it. This possibly generated enough hype during this first day that people are going to be excited, you know, for the second day. And remember, I'm telling you, a lot of these are going to be short-term plays, but, you know, you want to get in, make your money, you know, get out, possibly leave a little bit to run, you know, or depending on what your strategy is, secure your principal investment. Let's say what you put in, you let it run for, you know, whatever X is, 1X, 2X, 3X, 4X, 5X, because right now we're not fully in the stage. Well, now it's looking like we are picking up where you can get bigger X's, especially off the Solana chain. But just to be wise about it, determine before you go in. Once this project hits whatever X, I'm going to take my initial investment, maybe a cherry off the top as well, and let the rest run. That's how I like to do it. So we got this one on the watch list as well. Let's see, Jito Soul. Okay, we looked at that one. Okay, let's see. Now we're going to look at a few of the ones the community told us about. So let's see when. So there's a few different wins on here popping off right now. Okay, I think I see the right one. $31 million in volume in the last 24 hours is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But let's take a look at this. So here's when. I'm going to throw this one on the watch list as well. Shout out to everybody reaching out to the channel. Again, don't forget to follow me at DecemberDeMarco on Twitter. So this one is looking really nice also. This one launched about 2 days ago. So those that are, you know, jumped in on this one in the, let's just say, opening candle. And again, this is a rough estimate, y'all. I'm not zooming all the way. I'll zoom in a little bit, but we ain't zooming all the way in like that. Okay, hold on. So from opening candle to all-time high, I believe, right there. Let's make sure. Jeez. So that's 183%. So this one is still, you know, fairly new. You know, take a look at here when it pulled up to this level and it had that nice pullback. Whoever jumped in on at that level, even if you didn't catch it at the very beginning, you still got a nice ride. This is why you don't be afraid of, you know, buying the red. Take a look at the watch list though. Look at all these Solana based coins and how their percentages are all just flying, going crazy right now. So this one just said, okay, 0%. Honk down 15%. You want to just see which one of these you can catch with a nice pullback. Okay, so we did have win on the list already. Okay, I see. Okay, let's see. Well, this win right here. So is this two different ones? Let's see. Yeah, this is confusing. Sometimes it glitches and shows some weird stuff, but let's see. Win. Okay, so these are two different wins, y'all. This one has about a $500,000 in liquidity, 5 million in volume. This one, okay, so the actual win. So I was actually looking at like a secondary win, which did 5 million in volume. And this could be, one could be the real one could be a copycat, and it could just be, it's DeFi. They could just do whatever they want and drop another one because the first one, seems so successful. They can just run it back, and usually you see those coins for a very short period do well also. So we throwing this on the watch list though, but waiting for one of these to have a nice major pullback that you could take advantage of would be the smart thing to do. So let's check out Myro. So Myro, $4.7 million in volume in the last 24 hours, down 18% today, y'all. Down 18%. Let's look where we pulled back to, where we found some support. Right in this range. So this, obviously it is in a downtrend right now, but it has found some support. So throwing something at the support, is not a bad idea. Could it go down further? Yes, it could. It could pop up briefly, and not reach this resistance point and pull down even further. That's possible, but it's still better than if you were chasing at this level. So don't be discouraged thinking that you can't buy any of these because you see them going down for right now. Now, obviously, Myro is about 2 months old at this point, but it's just now really, really heating up over the last like 2 weeks or so. So let's see. Let's check out Ribbit. So this one looks like it might be 2 months ago. If this is the correct one. So this one's created November 15th, 23. We can go to the 1 hour on this one. So this one is around, kind of where it started off, those first resistance points. So even if you wanted to throw something at this one, this is I prefer you do that than be throwing it at it when it's up here. Remember, I told you when projects are trading sideways, flatlining, or pulling back, that's a better time to buy than chasing it when it's going up. So we're going to be throwing all these ones on the watch list that the community recommended. Whichever, we start to see make some noise, I'll be looking into some of them on my own. But if, something stands out, we will be covering it as well. So let's see, Cairo. I don't see any real Kairos on the Solana chain. I'm not sure. Was it on the Solana chain? Because right now we're talking about Sol. So we got Bork. Let's see which one is the real one. And this is how you determine which one is the real one. You want to go, obviously if you know when it was created, that helps. But if I have no clue when it was created, which is what, because let's take a look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, over 20, 30. Well, it says 304 relevant results for Bork. So it could be any one of these tokens, but usually they put the ones with the most chance of being real or the legit projects at the top. And we can see based on the community score, this one has an 86. So it tells us the community is more bullish on this one. This one was created 1 month ago. So one thing we can say, okay, this one is created a month ago. We can go to this Bork. We see this Bork was created 4 months ago. And it has a community score of 62, but it's a lower community score than this one. And then we see that the liquidity there is only 183. So that could tell us that this possibly was a project that was, doing something, but it, eventually died off. This one was started 1 year ago, died off 2 years ago, basically probably died off. And this is what can happen with meme coins, y'all. They are meme coins. They can, resurge, re-hit the surface under a new team, under new branding, and people could have faith in it once again, and it can end up taking off. That happens in crypto all the time. So we see. We're gonna go with this one with the most liquidity, $334,000 in liquidity, 7,776 or 7.7K holders, $6 million market cap, $783 million in volume in the last 24 hours. Now, even though it's we've seen this breakout to the upside, we've seen it pull back, get another one, pull back, get another one, and it looks like the highs, the higher highs are getting lower and lower. But I like the way this chart is playing out right now. Still holding above its launch price. Definitely gave people a lot of opportunities to make some money in here, and it looks like it's potentially giving people another chance to check it out. So we're gonna put this one on the watch list as well. Again, let me know if there are any that you want us to check out and review. Let me know. K Home, shout out to K Home and all my high rollers, man. Jimmy in the building, man. Shout out to Jimmy Crackcorn. Salute. Pac-Man says, which coin is this? You commented this a minute ago, bro, so I'm not sure which one you talking about. PD Pure said, dead president, salute. Jimmy says, honk, I resent that. Kurt says, check Soul Dragon. Year of the Dragon starts February 10th. Okay, what's the, I'll just try to type that in. Let me see. Humble says, what up, though? Hope all is well, bro. What up with what up the community? Shout out to Humble, man. You see you got the membership icon or badge above his name right there. Jimmy, this is another OG to the channel right here. Been holding it down on the front lines, man. But Jimmy says mine says trading volume was 328,000. I'm not sure which one you're referring to. Shout out to high rollers. Humble says print. Okay, is that on Solana? Is that one on Solana? Harambe. Okay, bro, trying to pull up and drop some fire. PD says, humble salute, my brother. Humble says, PD was good, brother. Bork, we just talked about Bork. Jimmy says, do you know anything about Manta? No, I haven't done too much due diligence on that one. Shout out to BCR says, salute. PAP Vision says, not on there. I can email you. Okay, yeah, I only say on Twitter because that's like the easiest for me. But yeah, you can email me, PAP. I got you. Kurt says Soul Dragon. Jimmy says 100, my brother. PAP says welcome, dead presidents. PD says I'm going to hold Solana for years. I believe it's ETH true competition. It's looking like it right now, bro, to be honest. And I wouldn't even be mad at you. Think about the next 5-10 years what the price of Solana will be. That's easy money. Unless crypto falls off the face of the earth, not financial advice, but just saying. But High Roller said, I would keep an eye on Dex 223. Dexaran is somewhat of a legend. Not sure exactly what it is yet, but the dev is well known for security and DeFi. Okay. YouTube user says, I came in late, bro. What meme coin is this? We're just talking about coins on the Solana ecosystem, the Solana chain, just, trying to put a few different projects on y'all desk. So that way y'all are familiar with it. That way y'all can go do your due diligence on it. And we also added a few to our watch list also. And we're going to track these and, just see how things went. PD said, listen and learn. Humble yourself if you knowing something and open your ears. My brother December is a teacher, a true leader. I've been rocking with him for years. To my brother, appreciate you, man. Shout out to PD, man. PD always telling me some inspiring stuff, across this journey. Makes me want to turn up and just go even harder for the people, man. Shout out to Inspirational Shorts says SpongeBob. This is this a Solana play? We got the other SpongeBob, but I don't got the one if there's one on Solana. Frank Q says GME. This is another one I think we have on our watch list. So yeah, we got GME on the watch list as well. So take a look. You see these the areas where we said that it might pull back to. We gave it 2 different lines, and it's looking like it's making its way to that line. So if you want to throw something at that 0.002142 level, give or take a little bit, maybe a little lower. What is that? 1948. So between 19 and the 2 level, or let's just say 0.002. 0.002. You want to throw something at around that level. If it does pull back to that, I wouldn't be mad at you, man. Am I telling you you have to do that? No, absolutely not, because it's your responsibility to do your own due diligence. Remember, we didn't review this one on the channel, so I fully don't know about the project. Right now, we're just talking about, price action and how much momentum and excitement is inside of the Solana ecosystem right now, and taking advantage of some of those, possibilities. But let's see. Jimmy says, Grok, is that one on Solana? Frank Q said, GameStop, we got that on there. A1 says, sheesh, I've been in the kitchen cooking. What I miss, High Roller. Shout out to A1. What you got? What you cooking up, A1? But we're just talking about some Solana plays right now, because there's a lot going on. We don't want to just always sit back and wait for, the ETH and the BNB chains to, start to pick up. Right now, we see money is in the Solana chain. So we want to, take a look at it, throw a little something here, throw a little something there, get your rewards, take that money and, continue to reinvest elsewhere. PD says, A1 salute, Miss High Roller in the building. A1 says, 51 people watching, 31 likes. Oh, A1, get them together. Get them together, A1. A1 about to get y'all together real quick, man. We got 31 likes in the building. Come on, y'all got to show more love than that, man. We talking about a whole new chain right now. I could have just jumped on these Solana plays and not shared any information. But, because we a community, we a family, I want to bring it to y'all as well. So that way y'all get the opportunity to, learn about some of the projects I'm learning about. But shout out to the 51 people watching. Frank Q says GME on Soul Chain. Okay, yeah, we got that one on there. Win on Solana. Yeah, we talking about all projects on Solana right now. The Ukbot said, what about Casper? We talking about, is Casper on Solana? Can shibainu reach all-time high? I believe it can. I believe it will in the future. A1 says, Peter, I had to roll in when I saw we were live. Shout out to A1. PAP said, A1, he going over some of the new coins on Solana blockchain that might be some good plays. You might want to go back and watch the beginning later. Yeah, this is definitely one. If you're one of the replay gang, somebody that's OG, double OG to the channel, you definitely may want to run this one back from the beginning, because there's going to be a lot of plays we talked about, that one of these may be the next shib, y'all. We don't know, So just, do your due diligence. That's all I ask. Please do your due diligence. Don't just hear this stuff and let it go one ear out the other. Go follow up on these projects that you're hearing about. Go check out their communities. Go join their Telegrams. Go look at their Twitters. So that way you can kind of determine what's best. Matter of fact, we're going to cruise through a few of these projects pages just to kind of, get an idea of what's going on. But Humble says all of these are Solana. Yes, okay. What's your Twitter? At DecemberDeMarco. Just logged in. What is the site you are right now? So this is Dex Tools. Bullish says McBroken. Is that one? Bullish E-Money. Is that a token? The Ukbot says, what about Rocky? Do I got Rocky on my list? Okay, so I'm going to just shout out my list right now. We got SpongeBob, Harambe, Print, Kula. Well, this one is a Polygon one. So we're going to be talking about the Polygon chain too. Not on this stream, but in a separate stream. Because remember, we want to focus on chains right now that are, not getting as much action, but also are seeing a lot of money flowing through them. They might not be as known as the Ethereum BNB, but they get a lot of, money, cycling through it at this point. But we got Soul Dragon that we want to check out. Wall Street, Cairo, Win, Ribbit, PP, Bork, Punk, Ada, Rocky. Oh, yeah, so Rocky is on the list. Rocky's on the list. Bozo, Gecko, Ponky, Shinu, Egg Dog, Salama, Honk, Akira, AMC, and Myro. Oh, and also Black Air Force Ones. That's one we want to check out also. So these are a few plays that I got written down right here so y'all can see. We got a few plays written down in here, just to check out. But let's see. What haven't we checked out so far? Let's see. So Ponky just jumped up on the trending list. So this was one that was on our list. So this one is down 20% right now. This was created December 23rd, 2023. So a little over a month old right now on this one. And it is on a nice, decent pullback. So this one has, a little time to build some community. We've seen it reach an all-time high of 11 cents. Pull back down here now sitting at 4 cents. So a little under a 3x to all-time high. you know, possibly throwing something on this one would not be a bad idea. Another thing, this is what I want y'all to pay attention to. If you're looking at these new meme coins that you think have the potential to go up, this is one indicator that I really want y'all to keep in mind to use. The RSI, the Relative Strength Index. If it's over, so that what this tool does, or this indicator does, is tell you if an asset is overbought or oversold. The higher it moves to 70, you see how it's measured from a 30 to a 70. We know that 35 and below is considered oversold. We know that 70 and above is considered overbought. So once it starts to get in that 65 range, 70, you know, and above, we know that you don't want to buy it right there. You want to, could it still blast off? If, don't get me wrong, if it's something going absolutely crazy, hell yeah. I mean, excuse my language, but it'll blow past, it can blow past the 70. We can see the RSI get to a 90. You know, we can see it go even higher. But in general, general rule of thumb, if you see it up in that range, it's usually going to eventually cool off. So the better thing is to wait till it's at a lower level. You want to wait till you see it at a 30, a 35. Notice every time it hits down here, look, we seen it hit a 30 right in this range, boom, took off. We seen it hit, you know, 30, lower than a 30. It went like a 28 in this range, boom, took off. You know, usually that, and I'm not saying just taking off like as far as complete price action, but usually the momentum turns around after we usually see it hits this level. So let's say it's trading down, hits this level. Usually that's where we see some smart money step in. Now, obviously, if we're taking a look at here, we can see once it hit this level, once the 30 point hit, we can see that was the bottom. And it did start to pump up again till it got to this point, and then it started to sell off again. You notice it, once it hit this range, it hit about a 50, what is this? 56 on the RSI when it hit right here, and then it began to sell off at that point. So it doesn't always have to just be at a 70 or above before people start to sell, but just know once it starts to move up that level or up those numbers, that's when people are more and more likely to sell. When you see it moving down towards these levels, that's when people are more and more likely to buy. So keep that in mind. But we got Pocky on there. Let's see, M Milk. So Sydney Sweeney, I don't know what this is, but we can see $6 million in volume in the last 24 hours. We can see, and really it should be more than that because I can see 5 million in buys and 5 million in sales. So that's really around $10.3 million in the last 24 hours. And it's down 90%, y'all. So I don't know, either, you know, it doesn't look like it's rugged because we still see buys coming in. It's not a honeypot. But this one is one you definitely want to check out because why? It's down 90%. It just dropped 2 days ago. We seen it go up to 0.00, so 3 zeros, 87. Right now it's at 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, 5, 7. So if you bought this now and it returns around this level, you're going to be happy that you did. Obviously, not financial advice. I don't know much about this project. Don't know where it stems from, but we're speculating here. This is straight degen, you know, activity right now. Now you can be a little wiser with it by, you know, looking at projects like when they're down, like this one down 92% right now. That's a, you know, some nice discount, especially if it turns around and reaches any of these levels. You're gonna see some nice gains off a small amount of money. Now, I don't see liquidity locked on here. I'm not sure if they are just not showing that no more on Dex tools, but they used to have the little lock icon. But it's not a deal breaker. If it's not, you just got to be careful. So I've never seen one. They got buy tax unknown, sell tax unknown. I've never seen them do this. So that's something you want to pay attention to also. You know, go check out the project and make sure you know what the taxes are and whatnot. But let's see what else we got. Emmy with GME, T Milk. We got Win. So Anita Max Win. I'm not sure where this one came from, but it was started January 4th, 24. Right now, $4.85 million in volume, 727K in liquidity, $23 million market cap. So we're going to throw this one on the list as well. And I will tonight be doing more due diligence on some of these. I'll be looking through, you know, a deeper level, like the communities and whatnot, through a few of these projects. And y'all can expect to see possibly a few reviews on some of my favorite ones tomorrow. So keep that in mind. And remember, sometimes, if you're watching it closely, especially on a lower time frame, it can be very exciting seeing, all that back and forth, price action. But remember to be patient. Don't chase. Let it come to you. Because this is the thing. If you chase it and you buy it and it happens to pull back, you're going to feel worse than you would if you didn't chase it and you just missed it. So keep that in mind. Let it come to you. Yodo, I need to know what's your favorite ones or the ones y'all think have the most potential. I appreciate all these ones. I'm adding them. Trust me, we got a nice long list here. We got a fire list, but I still want to know which ones y'all are most bullish on. Big Drum Beater says Doway dipping now. Okay, thank you for keeping me updated. Shout out to him because I did ask somebody to do that and bro holding it down. A1 says PAP Visions, I will, if for no other reason than to support the channel. Plus, I might have missed some gems. Shout out to A1. Google Lack says sweet. Thanks, bro. You're welcome. Frank says WinCoin airdrop today on Solana chain. Okay. Tank or Tonk. Okay, Tonk. We're gonna write that one down too. See, I need a squad because there's a lot of different tokens. I'm gonna have to develop, a DGen squad, which I do got my DGen squad. I just gotta put the word out to them and they'll get it in for me. I already know they will. But it's just not. It wasn't specifically directed for research and other meme projects. But I know I got my squad that'll definitely, help me, research some of these projects because there's over like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. There's 27 just on this list right here and probably another 5 that I didn't add on this list that are on my watch list. So probably like 30 plus projects, that can be a lot, to fully do a deep dive on each one of those, in a short period of time. So definitely might have to employ the help of my community. So that way we just, get this research done a lot faster than having to wait. But we definitely gonna get it in on this one, y'all. And all these ones y'all are hearing, make sure like you take it upon yourself to look some of these up. You don't have to wait for the video to come on the channel to do your due diligence on it. You could be looking it up now and you might be able to get in earlier than, some people on the channel. So keep that in mind. So we got Tonk written down. GME says Kelsey. Myra too, okay. That's another thing. When you see tokens with a name like Myro or, similar theme or something like that, normally ones that come out quickly after it, with a strong community, they have the potential to do well also. So that's one thing. Kelsey says that's the fake GME on Solana. Which one is the fake one? Kelsey, let me know which one is the fake one and how are you determining that? I think we did go between 2 different GMEs, but we got the real one on here too though. We got one GME. Where's the other GME? GME, and another GME. Okay, so yeah, we got 2 different GMEs on here. One with the logo. I'll assume that's the correct one. But let me know, Kelsey. Humble said print is a protocol that gives you rewards every day, all day in Solana. Okay, nice. PAP Vision says PD or Humble, can I DM it to you in TG to send to DD? Don't worry, PAP, I got you. I'm gonna check the email tonight. I got you. Or PD, if you want to do that too, that's fine. Warren Jones says, what do you think of Myro? I'm gonna drop a review video up on it and get that up. A1 says, y'all talked about shib already. Had to. It's hot. Is it on Solana? I think the ETH shib, the old shib, we did talk about that one probably in a live stream. I remember talking about it. Humble says, PAP Visions, yes, absolutely. Hey, my community leaders, if y'all know there's some people from any of the giveaways or contests that have yet to receive their VIT, please, direct them to me. Let them know to DM me on Twitter at DecemberDeMarco. We're going to get them taken care of real quick. But Humble says Print and Harambe. We got both those written down. Warren Jones says, have you heard of Myro? Yes. Humble says Shib on Solana. Okay, we got to check out the Solana Shib. The Ugba says, after your research, could you please talk about your 5 picks? Most definitely. That's what we're going to focus on for the rest of the night. So I'm going to do the Shib on Solana. So what time is it now? It is 9:13 p.m. Vegas time. So I'm going to take probably the next hour or two, do some deep dive into a few of these projects, and I'm gonna have a few ready for y'all that I want to either review on the channel or just put out as calls in my different communities. Okay, A1 said no, it's on Solana. Okay, so we got to check out shib too on Solana. Shib. Okay, AP, I'm about to jump off. We've been streaming about an hour and 20 minutes right now. So I'm gonna jump off, do some due diligence, get some food, and I'll most likely be back on here later on. So also, look, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a list. How should we do this? Because we got about 30 different projects. Trying to see how can I, because I don't want to type all these different ones. Let's see. Myro, I might have to. Myro, AMC, GME, Akira, Black. So these just are a few that are on my list that y'all might want to check out. If you want to help do some due diligence, I might be live again a little after, midnight or right before midnight, somewhere around that time. If y'all want to hop back on and let me know which ones y'all, seen or heard the best from, or look like it might have a lot of potential that you want our community to be up on. Ignore that one with the y'all, that was a typo. Rocky. And these are all Solana plays right now. I'm just writing them in the comments in case, anybody wants to help with this due diligence and check out a few of them. Okay, y'all. So those are a few that y'all can, check out. I just dropped some names down there. Okay, yeah, I would appreciate that if somebody from the stream could drop this list on the TG. That would be cool too. But yeah, that's fine because this is a community thing, so I don't mind if y'all drop this on the Vit TG. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna get some food. Do some due diligence. Hopefully, we will be back around midnight, maybe, because it's gonna take me some time. But worst case scenario, we will be back tomorrow. Just have on notifications. It might be, and this is what the people who are most active are usually the most ones rewarded. They usually get rewarded faster, bigger, than those that don't put that extra effort in. So it's all on you and what you want to accomplish. But PAP, I'm about to check your email right now. James Harris said, just heard today that shib is a slow rug pull, transferred mine to Mexi and can't sell. Okay, so come back with that news. There might be some news we could use. So James, make sure you have notifications on. So when we go back live, you can pull up and inform the community if this is true. But double check into it, while we are on this, this break or whatever, and make sure that is the case. But that's all we got for this one, y'all. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are out. PAP, I got you.